Hey, I'm Tim Hollingsworth, and today we're going to be cooking smash burgers on the Traeger Flatrock. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to get everything ready. We have a tomato. I like to cut it nice and pretty much as thin as possible. That way you don't take the risk of it like sliding off the burger. It's all about the build. Same thing with the onion. And this you want to cut as thin as you can. Next step, we're going to take our buns. We're going to get them ready to go on the griddle. So when choosing a bun, I want the bun to kind of disappear. I want it to really be about the meat and the veggies, everything really kind of simple and balanced. So we have a potato bun. To help it griddle nice and evenly, get toasted, you can use butter. I'm going to use mayonnaise. I think it creates a nice fatty layer on there that helps toast really, really well. For our next step, we're going to go ahead and make our special sauce. So we have 6 different ingredients here. We have mayo, Cornichon ketchup, onions, garlic powder, and onion powder. Stir that up to combine. Okay, for our next step, we're gonna make our seasoning. I like to keep it really, really simple. We have salt, we have coarse ground black pepper, and the secret, we have porcini mushroom powder. Why I like to use this is I like to use it because it'll give you like a nice umami flavor as well as just like a little bit of depth and flavor. Kind of wonder what it is a little bit. This disappears, but really helps kind of round out the flavor of the burger. Last but not least, we got to build our patties. So this is 2 pounds of ground meat. I'm going to make quarter-pound burgers, so I'm going to divide it into 4 each pound. I want to form them into a ball. You really want to make sure you work the meat so you can get a nice uniform patty all the way through, and it has nice crisp edges on the outside. So for your beef blend, you want something that has a decent amount of fat to it. I usually use like an 80-20, 80% protein, 20% fat. So whenever I'm making a hamburger, I never put anything inside of the beef. I always put my seasoning on the outside. So it's nice and forward on your palate right when you're biting into it. All right, we'll go get cleaned up. We'll start making burgers. All right, so one of the most important things when making burgers, these things are gonna cook very, very fast. So you wanna make sure that you have all of your mise en place close by and ready. One quick note, the griddle has been cleaned. We're gonna go ahead and oil it one more time. And then we'll gently wipe it down. We wanna have the oil still there, but just smooth it out. Nice, even, thin layer. Next step, we'll season all of our patties. Go ahead and add our patties to the rock. Put the burger patties seasoned side down. And at this point, take a piece of parchment, help it not stick, and we'll give it a nice smash. Smash it so you get nice crispy bottoms, crispy edges. All key things when making a smash burger. Get a little seasoning on the top. Some raw onion on a couple of them. This will caramelize when we flip it over, and all that beef fat, they'll be delicious. So when you see the juices kind of rise to the top of the patty, that's when you know it's going to be time to flip. So I'm loosening them all up just to kind of get them ready to go. That way, when I start to flip, they'll all be at the same pace. So Go ahead and flip them all. We'll add our cheese right away. Get that melting. This is American cheese. I like American cheese because it just melts so good. If you want to use a nicer type cheddar, you can. Swiss, whatever your preference. Blue cheese, the burger. All cheeses will work. Last step is we're going to toast our buns quickly. Once the cheese starts to melt, go ahead and stack our patties. Help the bottom layer melt a little bit more. All right, so patties are looking good. Once the buns are nicely toasted, we can remove those. All right, time to build the burger. Next step, just want to get some of my very thinly sliced onions. One or two tomatoes, some special sauce. Nice thin layer of that. Top bun. I mean, that's a good looking burger. Oh yeah. So what I love about this is that the bun, you can see it's intact, but it kind of disappears. It's really all about the meat and the balance. You have that umami from the mushroom. You have a little bit of the grilled onions in there, so that caramelization brings out a little sweetness. You have the bite from the raw red onion, but it's not like biting into a big, thick piece of raw red onion. And the tomato adds that sweetness and acidity. This is a perfectly balanced burger. Check out this recipe and more recipes at Traeger.com.